Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Tech Guru. Please click on the like, share and subscribe button. Hello friends, welcome to my today's session. Today we are going to study about decision making in Python. Friends, till now we have done the programs in which we run statement 1, then statement 2, statement 3, 4 and so on. This type of programming is known as sequential programming, where one by one each statement is executed in a particular serial order. But every time we cannot solve each problem by using sequential programming. Sometimes we have to take decisions. Let's see. Consider you have to write a program to accept two numbers from user and then display the greater. In my last video, I told you how to accept values in the variables. Consider user has entered 10 in A and 5 in B. For this particular program, in this situation, the output should be 10. It means A is greater. But if user entered 10 in A and 15 in B, then output should be 15. It means B is greater. It means result depends on the input provided by user. It means my normal sequential programming will not work here, because depending upon the input I can have one output and I can have any other output also. So how to solve this? So in Python we use if-else. Alright friends, let's see the syntax of if-else. So in Python, after if we give the condition, then we use colon and then specify the statements that would be executed if given condition is true. So friends, if you have studied any other programming languages like C, C++ or Java, then you must know that in these programming languages we give a condition, then we use curly braces to specify the statements to be executed. But in Python we don't have curly braces, we don't have begin and end statements. So how can we specify the block? We use indentation here. Indentation means after giving the condition, whenever we have to write the statements, we shift our cursor little bit to right hand side. It means we give some blank spaces or we press tab. This indentation specifies our if block. Alright, let's see its example now. To open Python, I click on start button, I type ideally, press enter. Python shell is open now. Now I am going to open a file so that I can perform this decision making in a file. I go to file, I click on new file. A new file is here. I declare a variable a equal to 10, b equal to 5. I can accept the value from user also. But right now I am doing like this. I am going to check a condition. If a is greater than b, then I press enter. Just see friends, as I press enter, now my cursor is not here. My cursor is shifted to right hand side. I am getting my cursor here. It means Python has automatically started the block after this if condition. Alright. Consider I want to display print a and I want to display a message also, a is greater. Alright. Otherwise I don't want to display anything. Now let's save the file. Go to file, save, type a name. Now I have saved my file with aa.py. Now I am going to run it. I click on run module. So friends, I am getting this output, A is greater. Now let's assume A is 10 and B is 15. Now run the file. Now I am not getting any output because value of A is 10, value of B is 15. This condition is false because 10 is not greater than 15. So I am not getting any output here. Is this clear? Friends, consider if the given condition satisfies, then I want to display first message, but if it is false, then I have to display any other message. In this situation we use else. Let's change our code. So friends, I have given if, then I have given two messages. Now I am starting the else block. In else part I want to display B, and then I want to display a message B is greater. Alright friends, now save the file and run it. Just see. Right now value of A is 10, value of B is 15. I am checking whether 10 is greater than 15. The given condition is false. That's why this else block is executing. It is printing the B, value of B, and then B is greater. Alright friends, so it means if, then we give a condition. If this condition is true, then if block will execute. If this condition is false, then else block will execute. Alright friends, right now I have given the values myself. We can accept the values from user also. So to accept values from user, I can use input function. Alright friends, if you have watched my previous videos, then you must know that input function is used to accept value from user. Now I am accepting the values from user. Now depending on the values I will get corresponding output. Friends, one more thing, I can merge these two lines also. Instead of using two print statements, I can display both the messages with single print. Let's see. I said print A. Like this, A is greater plus A. Now this plus here is working as a concatenator. It is concatenating this message with this value. Alright friends, so let's see the code one more time. A equal to input, enter first number. The first number will be accepted and stored in A. Second number will be stored in B. Then I am comparing both the values. If A is greater than B, then this particular message will be displayed. If it is not true, then this message will be displayed. Let's save the program and run it. Just see. Now enter first number and it is waiting for me. I enter 10. Enter second number, I give 15. The result is B is greater. Alright friends. So friends, on the basis of this if else, and if you have watched my previous videos, then you can try these two programs. Accept a number from user and check whether it is even or odd. Even means divide by 2 and odd means the number that is not divisible by 2. Second, accept a number from user and check whether it is divisible by 5 or not. So friends, try this, and if you face any problem, you get any error, you can write in the comment box so that I can help you. Alright, let's move further. Friends, sometimes it happens that a single if condition is not going to solve our purpose. We have to use multiple conditions. It is known as nested if else. In C, C++ and Java, we use nested if. We can use any if condition inside else. So we write else if, but in Python we use elif. This is a new keyword for you, elif. Okay friends, so let's see its example. Friends, we have created the program to find out the greater of two numbers. But if user enters the same value in both the numbers, then what will be the output? That is your task. You have to write in the comment box and tell me, if I enter both the numbers as 10, then what will be the output? But I tell you, this program will give incorrect result if I put equal values. So let's change our program, because we have not checked for the equal condition. Let's change it. So I am going to check if A is equal to B. In this situation, I am displaying a message numbers are equal. In else part, I have to check for the second condition. So I am using elif. A is greater than B. So friends, just see. If, then I have given one condition. If this condition satisfies, then this particular message will be displayed. For this if, I have given the else part. In else, I have given second if condition. If this condition satisfies, then this particular message will be displayed. For this if, I have given the else part. It means if this condition is not true, then this particular message will be displayed. Now let's run the program. Save it. Click on run. See, the cursor is waiting for me. Enter first number, I said 10. Enter second number, I said 10. So I am getting the output, numbers are equal. Now run the program one more time. Now I am going to give some different values. First number 20, second number 10. I am getting the message A is greater. Alright friends. So friends, that's all about decision making in Python. If you have studied any other programming languages like C, C++ and Java, then you must be thinking about switch case. But Python doesn't support switch case. Do you know why? So friends, just think about it and write in the comment box and tell me, what do you think, why switch case is not supported in Python? Alright friends. So if you like my video, please click on the like, share and subscribe button. Thank you so much.